Hello, it is I. Um, Welcome back to the world. I am going to really just be doing a walkthrough, kind of a world update kind of deal. I don't actually remember where I left off, how much I've shown or haven't shown, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do a walk around. I've done a lot of random things since I posted. I think I posted 6 months ago. It's the last post, so definitely plenty of time to do things. This is definitely one of the things I think I've done in that time period, which is dig a hole specifically for trees. This actually works a lot better than you'd expect because you go to the bottom of it, you plant your trees, and then you go harvest them and all that jazz. But then when you want to get up to the top and you have the inevitable problem where you get a super tree or just something that you can't, get without, building up to, right? You can just jump on top of it and then, you take your hoe and clean up your leaves and so on and so forth. But I've used this a lot. This works brilliantly at least it works for me, which I guess is all that matters because my world and all that jazz. So, but yeah, this is another thing, and I think this is new too. Oh yeah, this is new, and then the village has changed. The village used to be way over there, and I think that the last thing that I posted was building a villager sorter. Yeah, it's been a long time. So, this is a iron golem farm, so basically an iron farm. And I built it all up at world height because I wanted to separate it from my other village, which is the village down there, which is a trading village, which is not done. I still have things I need to get, and I just don't like it the way that it is. Basically just not happy. But you come all the way up here. There's a bunch of there's a zombie up there and a. Is there an easy way? I don't remember. How did I do this? Up. Yeah, up. Yeah, here's the thing. So, zombie spawns here. Yeah, I named it name tag because I'm special. And, yeah, so iron golems spawn up here. Beneath this platform, there's villages. It's a very standard, spawning mechanic. The water is up here specifically because if they spawn far enough away, the golems don't see the zombie, right? So I did this in order to just push them closer, and then they'll run over here and, deal with him. This is a shoot down. They don't take fall. Golems don't take fall damage, so I have to kill them with lava. But the hoppers then pick it up and separate it. And this is very full right now, probably because I've been in this world a lot. Good top-down view. The melon and pumpkin farm moved as well. Can actually probably just go take a look at that. Whee! I hope that procs. There we go. So this is exactly 4 stacks of melons and 6 stacks of pumpkins, because that will give an even trade number. I have 4 farmer villagers right now that give emeralds, and then this is a haste beacon, which makes this a nice, lovely insta-mine and all that. I've got netherite tools as well. Pretty sure I didn't have that then. Got a lot of villagers. With some good trades on them. Oh yeah, I got these guys. I have a field of turtles. Turtles. The sandstone apparatus is a cactus farm. It's not like 100% efficient or anything. It's just enough to, have cactus, right? When you need cactus, for whatever reason, or green dye or whatever. So they just pop off and they fall down. Very, very standard. This has been running for definitely a while. I apparently haven't slept. You know what? I'm gonna sleep before I do this because I don't want to get killed while I'm rambling over here. Also, get rid of the rain. Don't need all the rain. Ow. Try one more. Yeah, okay. Alright. That bounced off him. That's funny. Oh, and that was I hear a silverfish, but I think it's an endermite. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Hello, little friend. Alright, I'm done with this. You don't need to watch me fail anymore. I'm just gonna go inside. Perfect. And then those guys can burn in the sun. But yeah, so that's that. This is the cookhouse, as evident by the sign. Should I leave this guy? I kind of want to leave this guy. I think I'm gonna leave that guy. I got plenty of levels anyway. It's this one. This one. I need a name for him. Name take. Perfect. Alright. We're gonna just... I'm gonna jump in here. Get stabbed a lot. Probably... Did he despawn? I don't hear him anymore. I think he despawned. Yeah, he definitely despawned. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go walk over to the village. Oh yeah, I made this a little bit shorter because it was in the way. Oh, and then I have a horse thing over there too. I'll go over. So I moved the village down deeper underground, gave it taller ceilings, made the farmers here have a job so that they can provide the carrots. I had these guys for I had these the cartographers because I needed a map for a trial chamber. We'll fix that while I'm in here. So there's a bunch of good trades in and around here. A lot of them have labels on them. This guy's got feather falling density. And then this does spawn iron golems as well. This is a fairly fleshed out village. There's what? 5 in those 2 front ones. And there's like another 10. There's probably like 20 villagers in here. I haven't actually counted them. But yeah, there's this guy's Infinity, Sharpness 5, Respiration 2. They're not the best in terms of some of these, like the emerald amounts. I mean, this guy's really good. But the other ones aren't like maxed or anything. I just kind of got them one and then, ooh, yeah. And then, yeah, see this guy. Where's his sign? He should have a sign. It's my protection guy. Yeah, see this guy has got 53 emeralds for level 4, which is not great. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm here. Let's just keep jumping around, I think. Gonna go into the nether. I did some nether portal work, so things have been moving around. I need a good nexus. I started this one. Where is my elytra? And then if I go over here... This is not the most efficient way to get to the nether roof, but it is a way nonetheless. I will be back in a second. Teleportation complete. Alright. So this is a piglin spawner that just uses natural spawning mechanics in a basalt delta. Or I'm sorry, another waste. It is one of the few that get piglins, and I use it for gold. And this is not my design. This is actually based on a creator. His name is Nembomb, and this is from his video 4 or 5 years ago. It uses turtle eggs. That's what the turtles are for. Which attract the zombies, and then they will go down, and then the grindstones are used for alignment to pop them down there. This was something that I had absolutely no idea on how to do. Well, I kind of had an idea, but I didn't want to go and experiment with it constantly to figure it out. So this one was just a straight copy of somebody else's work, and I yeah, works great. If we just come down here, and then we're just gonna go, dude, and then yeah, see, that's what it looks like. Going pretty hard down here, but yeah, we're on the nether roof. I marked it out so that I could get there to and from nice and quick. And then I do have another farm. I actually have a creeper farm. I'll show you in a little bit. But this was a whole bunch of work here. I need to come back to this because I just didn't have the gunpowder to it at a time. But I do want a 3x3 hole through the bedrock. So this is done with a piston mechanic, piston TNT mechanic, where you extend a piston and then you detonate TNT, and the way that the TNT when the piston extends and then the TNT blows it up, there's a glitch where when it extends and you're placing a piston at the same time, what happens is the extended arm of the piston gets re-extended at the same time, and it ignores the fact that there's bedrock there, and it breaks it. I believe that's semi-accurate description of it. So that's that, and then I should pop up down here. Yep, that's how you break through bedrock. Let's go take a look at this. I have another farm here that I can show off that I've done. It's actually the most recent one. I'll show you the precursor farm to it in a second. But it's just a simple sugarcane farm. And I mean, it is simple, but it was expensive. So there are 8 lines of mud here. There's 8 stacks of sugarcane that this can draw from, and then there's observers and pistons on every line, and then it is a tiled layout. Oh, I can't aim. Anyway, so it's a tiled layout, and you can, it's side by side, right? And then redstone's real simple. It's just pulling you need repeaters and redstone. You need it tiled like this because you can't do it side by side with the exact same layout. And then and then this is just to contain the sugar cane as it pops off. But basically I have another minecart. This is my slime friend. I need a name for him. Feel free to suggest a name. But yeah, he goes around. He's my clock, so to speak, that procs this circuit. This pops off here with the detector rail, and then it triggers this, and that sends the collection minecart around. It comes up. This block aligns it, drops it down, and then drops it on the hopper, and there's enough time for it to unload on the hopper into the chest. This has actually only been running. This is only like an hour or 2, maybe 3 of collection of this farm. This farm's pretty good. And yeah, so that's this guy. And I'll show you the ridiculousness precursor. Oh yeah, I completely glazed over the fact. Yeah, giant hole. I needed stone, so I got stone by digging a hole. And if you come up one more level right here, this is where I started getting cobblestone, and it's just gonna get bigger. So, and then this is just a max distance beacon in every direction. That's the size of it. Probably gonna just mine out the whole hole so that I can have a nice, I don't know, general mob spawner in this area at some point, but that's a very long project and far away. This monstrosity is a thought for, oh god, I don't know how to use this. There we go. This monstrosity is a precursor actually to that sugarcane farm. I was gonna like tile it all around, but then when you actually start tiling it all around like that kind of observer and piston pusher setup, there's no room for it. There's no room for the sugarcane to actually grow, so it was ridiculous. So I kind of have this weird thing in my world where if you really want, you could sit here all the way at the top, and then you slow down around the corner because of the water physics, and then you'll eventually drop, and then begin again. So this is only 64 blocks up, but it's 7 blocks long because it's this is one water source. So this is one bucket all the way around, and it'll take you all the way down, very slow. I'm pretty sure items will despawn before you actually get to the bottom. So I would have to probably replace the bottom of this with blue ice or packed ice or something. And yeah, just something to make it go faster. But this is just I don't know. I'm just gonna leave this here because it's just kind of funny. Next is this thing. This was a trial of the sugarcane farm that I currently have, and then you'll see some experimentation. This'll did that go down or did that despawn? I'm pretty sure that gets caught. Yeah, it gets caught on edges. There was one of the problems, but that's probably just because that was full. Actually, never mind. Yeah, so this was another thing I had been experimenting with for this layout before I made the big one down there. And then this is my little AFK box. This is where I put all my stuff in case I died here some way, somehow, miraculously. That wasn't smart. Let's not talk about that. To the end! And just like that, we're in the end. Alright, so this is my end. I've done a little bit of work to it. Got some platforms going. Just some slice of quality of life things. One of the big things I did was an ender, as I call them. I've always called them. I don't know if I was the first one who said it. I don't know if I got that from someone else, but I've been playing Minecraft a long time, and this is what I call it, is an ender. Very basic design, but tried and true, so to speak. We got the little Enderman here, and then I made a nice little, I liked stone for this one. So I made a little ring around them. These are, I think, 2.5 blocks apart, so an Enderman can't get through it. And then if we come all the way up here, you can hear it, the little tick. If we come all the way up here, yep. And then this is our friend. Yeah, nobody should come up here. Nobody should spawn. Will it give me the name? Can I see his name? I don't remember what I named him. Yeah. Oh. Alright. But yeah, so just Endermite trapped up here forever and ever. Always under threat of constant death. Which is great. So, it's a great way to live. Yeah. But yeah, I put glass box above it just to make sure, and then they got trapdoors here, so they think they can walk on it, but they can't. Very classic Enderman farm. Great source of pearls, great source of experience. It's actually how I, when I do need big experience repairs, I actually use this thing. Let's go. Let's head back to the overworld. Well, actually, maybe one more thing in the end. So I've got that one, and that one done. But I still need more. I still need to kill the dragon a bunch more times, and then I can really start working on the end once everything's been established. And then I'll probably do something with the pillars, at least, and make a design here. Probably level it out. Go grab endstone, maybe from some of the further out end islands. And then... yeah, not sure what the plan for the end is. I've started writing down my my ideas in Minecraft of what to do. Definitely plenty of farms. I want to do some mega builds. I want to do a castle build. I always want to do a castle build. I love the castle builds. But yeah, back to the overworld. It would appear my home bed was missing or obstructed. Or is it supposed to do that? If you throw an ender pearl into the end, does it tell you to teleport you to world spawn, not your bed spawn? Let's try that again. Alright, back in about the same spot too. Let's see if I can make it. That doesn't count, because the ball... ugh. We're going to try that one more time, but... I am going to show off the horse tester that I made because I want a fast horse. So, these are just a bunch of horses from random places around the world. I got a speed system here. So, horsepower. Yeah, definitely horsepower, for sure. Hit points, health. For each one of these as they're tied up, and the speed is on there. The speed, the lower it is, the better. So the way that this works is it works by sending a certain number of blocks in a hopper down there at the end, and I trigger it by a tripwire here at the start, and then I end it by a tripwire at the end. So if we just take this guy, and then... Oh, wait. Let's... do I have a... Let me see if this... I don't have a saddle on any of these. We're going to see how slow I am. Alright, so you just run down it. And then you just run. And then I'll take you all the way to the end here at the finish line. And then you run over that guy. And then that's the redstone logic there. It's very simple. Just sends a pulse all the way down here. It starts it. This torch locks this hopper. And then the amount of blocks in here are the amount of blocks that come out. So in my case, 44. I believe I maxed it out. I thought I put a full thing in there, but I don't believe I did. So I'm very slow. That's what that means. So yeah, once you come, so this is locked right now, right? When you hit this, it will unlock it, right? And then it will, so we can actually just do it. So it will unlock it, and then it will dump the planks into this chest. And then once you come over here, you will trip the other side of the circuit, which hits the other side of this piece of redstone logic, and then it locks it again. So in this case, 31 planks got put in the chest. So the fewer the better. So those guys with fewer over there are better. Oh, here's another. This has been here for a while. This used to be the cactus farm. That was kind of okay. Oh, where is my? What is going on here? What are these antics? Can Enderman pick up fences? What? Sure. Anyway. Oh yeah, so this is me experimenting with a 3x3 set of letters, right? So to make any letter in the game with a 3x3 space, right? So yeah, obviously, if you can't guess, my name is Andrew. Yeah, the first thing I spelled. So, and then I built one other thing. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Over here. Just probably gonna fly there. It's faster, but this is a little rail cart. I like rail carts. I like ways of travel that aren't an Elytra, because Elytras seem... They change the way that the game is played. I mean, they're nice for when you need it, right? But that's one of the reasons I want to make, like, pathways. I want to get, like, a good horse and stuff like that, because alternate ways of travel make the game more interesting, so to speak. More projects to do. I labeled it. Not that anyone comes in here, but other than me. But yeah, coming down, going up, obviously. Just some random crap in there, and then come through here. This is a mine shaft, I believe. Yeah. So this is just over here, and then if we come over here, here is the spawner. I got a little enchanting area right here, but you just basically come over. Oh, hey, glow squid. You come over here, and you can just sit here as long as you want. And then, goodbye. And the zombies can't get you. They'll always run towards you. They'll eventually just cram each other over here. Where are you going? Alright, these guys aren't gonna... Yeah, come on. Whatever. But yeah, they'll spawn. That is one thing I have changed about my game in particular. It is vanilla in every aspect, except I have changed the entity cramming rule back to the way it was. Yeah. Oh. Goodbye, Mr. Squid. These will infinitely accumulate, and especially since this is a pretty much a single-player world, right? Yeah, I didn't feel that it mattered too much. But yeah. Oh. Alright, let's just go back up. But yeah, we're all the way at the bottom of the world here, and that's why I have the water elevator. This was a mine, and then I found that I've actually got a skeleton spawner. The nearest one that I have is not close. So these are my coordinates right now. 3075, 2211. The nearest skeleton spawner I've written down is 3779, -53, 2477. So probably going to do that. I also have a big old mushroom biome, which is like what's that? 1, 2, 9, 19,000 blocks out. Yeah, it's a bit of a trek. So that'll be for another day, but those are mushroom biomes are pretty useful. I just wish there was one closer, because it kind of degrades the usefulness of it. They're also kind of novel, I think is a good way to put it. So but I know we looked at this a second ago. I don't think I commented on it, but this is just a netherwort farm. Yeah, press the button and then the water comes out and then the netherworts come to you. It's very simple. I do unfortunately have to then replant all this, obviously. But for the love of the game. Alright. And way too much. I think, what is it? I think I have like it's 7 stacks or something that this gives. I don't need all of those. I don't need all of those. Just littering in my own world. Alright, I need to dump all this. Give me a second. Alright. Cleaned up and replanted. So less than I expected, but still a great number. I think it's 7 by 8, right, for the water. Or 7 by 9, something like that. So it's like 3 stacks plus like 30 or something like that. So, what is next? Obviously there's some happy gas. I can guess some other random things just around the area. This is technically a stone generator. Nothing crazy. Just you stand here and wapow. So, yeah, then it just gets deposited in there. I was using that for a while before I just started insta-mining out a whole hole under my base, right? So, don't really need that anymore, but I'm just gonna leave it. I need to do something with this, I feel, but this is my bee thing? There's a word for it. Like apiarist is... No, that's a tree person. What's a bee person? What is a bee person called? Oh, no, it is an apiarist. Yeah, yeah. Or apicultist for someone focused on honey production. Yeah, so might do something with that. I don't know. Yeah, just I think that's a good summary of all the changes so far. Obviously, I've gone crazy. It's been the copper update. Got some cats. I went crazy with the golems. Got a bunch of copper chests. Oh yeah, this is Kevin. I wanted Kevin in my house for protection, or just to kill things when I just AFK in here for no reason, or walk away from my computer with the game up, because I'm smart like that. I don't know how it works, but I made him like right here, I think, And he just stands here. And this is like my storage area. So he's just always in the way. So I just kind of eventually shoved him in here, and now he's useless. It defeats the point of having him. Nah, we're gonna keep Kevin. We like Kevin. Kevin's nice. Yeah, so random things. Yeah, color-coded shulkers for when I do stuff. What was I doing here? Oh, I got those. Oh, yeah, some happy gas children. You can obviously hear them screaming outside, being annoying. I have a box of enchanted books over here as well. Got one of these. Oh, yeah, that was the initial manual sugarcane farm. And I was also, I mentioned it specifically, not, but because I was experimenting with underwater lighting. So there's like 1,100 jack-o'-lanterns under here. Yeah. Which are really annoying to make because you gotta go shear them, and then you gotta stick a torch in them, and yeah, it's just a thing that you gotta do now. So, but anyway, yeah, happy for world suggestion ideas, projects to do. Hopefully I get better at posting videos, but I have no idea how. Yeah. But yeah, I'll try. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Woo! I bet you thought I forgot. I didn't forget. But anyway, so this is a very good way to, if you need like diagnostic info to repeat something, right? So if you look over there, my F3 coordinates on your facing, right? The second number that says 23.6, that is my angle, right? And that should allow me to directly throw this pearl, because I was testing, into the portal. Because I hit the center bedrock the first time, it didn't actually have the pearl go into the portal directly. So let's throw this and see where we end up. Yep. Well, that's good to know. If you ever want to end up back at spawn, you can throw the pearl in. Probably because it's teleporting the pearl. And then the pearl gets dropped here. And then you teleport, which is cool. That's really cool to know. I didn't know that. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good one. Come here, Mr. Enderman. I have a present for you.